up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Live, Work, Pose, Season 2, Episode 5. All right, not a whole lot happened as far as like plot moving along, but this was a really good episode with a lot of fun things going on, so let's go ahead and get into it. We start off the episode with this new dance craze that's sweeping the nation called the Vogue, okay? And all the ladies in New York are trying. What the lady said? Pigeon-toed housewives up in here trying to learn how to Vogue, and Damon is all the rage down at the YMCA, okay? All the hoes want to be in his class. So, you know, he teaching them how to Vogue and do his thing. And after the class is over with, a woman comes up to him and she's asking about her dance moves or whatever. He's trying to help her out, but she tells him she's actually not there to dance. She's actually a scout. So she's looking for dancers for the Blonde Ambition tour. This is Madonna's tour from the 90s or whatever. So, like, this is so exciting to him. He obviously screams and hollers like anybody would, you know, when they're getting offered this job or offered to audition for this job. So she says, come to this place tomorrow. I'm going to skip you to the front of the line. At the same time, we see Ricky telling this same story to Electra and the house of, what is it, child? Wintour. So Electra and Blanca simultaneously are telling their houses, all right, we're going to get these guys together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get them some clothes. We're going to hook them up. We're going to not have them out here looking homeless. We're going to get it together. And both houses commence to getting their guys together. You know, Damon doing push-ups and Ricky getting facials and shit. You know what I'm saying? They cutting Damon house at the hair. I mean, they cutting Damon's hair at the house, child. I had that all backwards. After everything is done, they getting ready for the audition. So right before the audition, Electra goes to Damon and is like, look, you know, I need you to do whatever it takes, you know, for us to get into this video because I'm going to be friends with Madonna. Like, this is all Electra is worried about is being friends with Madonna, right? Basically asking him, do he still have feelings for old boy? Because if he still got feelings for Damon, then, you know, you ain't going to be able to be ruthless. And he's like, oh, I mean, I don't care nothing. You know, that's old news, whatever. We all know Ricky be tripping. Like, Ricky. But despite the way that, you know, Electra feels about them, Blanca and their house, which is crazy to me because last week you was all in her face and then the week before that you was all in her face because you needed help. But, you know, I digress. Damon and Ricky still were cordial with each other when they saw each other at the audition. They happened to be in the same group. And so when they went in, the guy's like, are you ready? You know what you're here for. So dance for your life. So they put the music on and baby, they... They was killing it, okay? So they both did really good in the audition. They don't know if they got called back yet. After the audition was over, they exchanged. They was cordial once again. They kind of hugged. You know, Ricky had that feeling. You know, he just had that look in his eye like, I miss my baby. I miss my boo or whatever. The ball is coming up, and as Ricky is preparing for the ball, he gets into an argument with his road bae because he's still sleeping with that raggedy ass road bae. So road bae wants some extra time, so he's just started an argument, basically telling him that, you know, he's like a dog on a leash with Electra, and, you know, he don't have no house and he don't belong to nobody. And Ricky's like, hey, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing the most right now. I need for you to chill out. And so then he started talking about he ain't no man. And I mean, he was amped up. I was like, damn, you doing all this for a couple extra hours with your boo? Like, it wasn't that deep. And so, I mean, all that hollering and screaming, they was hollering and screaming at each other, child, you ain't this and you ain't that. I should have stayed with Damon. You need to go back to him. And for all that cash money shit, Road Bae was talking. When Ricky walked out that damn door, he closed that door. He was like, damn, lost my damn Road Bae. Right before we get to the ball, Electra is meeting with her house. She's telling them, listen, you know, we like Ricky and everything, but there's only one way to ensure that Ricky will get the spot, and that's if we break Damon's foot. So that's what we're going to do. And she pulls out Candy's hammer, her prized possession, and says that what would Candy do? Candy would break that nigga foot and keep it pushing. So everybody's like, nah, like, we like Ricky. You know what I mean? We like Damon. He's very good, but Ricky is good. You know, like, he could get the job on his own. He don't need this or whatever. And Electra's like, fuck what y'all talking about? Somebody need to smash this nigga foot. I'm gonna leave the hammer right here. I got $100 for you. Whoever do it, I don't care. But it need to happen, you know, tonight. You know what I'm saying? And she just walk out the room. Then we got a cute little scene where Angel and Poppy, you know, they flirt now. They ain't together. They ain't together. And it don't even look like they dating. But, you know, they just like, they kind of like each other. You know, they kind of just flirting around. Oh, you look good. Oh, you this. And I was like, okay, y'all better do it. So Angel goes to sit down, and that right as she's getting comfortable, they come out the back and bring them into the back. So basically, one of the twins tells Blanca that, listen, this bitch done went too far. Electra doing the goddamn most. I know I'm betraying my house, but we ain't got time for that, okay? Nobody finna be smashing nobody's foot. So Blanca then runs to Electra and is like, listen, you know, this is an opportunity for us to be mainstream and influence mainstream culture. So, like, why are you doing this, girl? Like, don't do this. Ricky is good. Don't undermine him. You know, all of that shit. So she kind of talked Electra off the ledge, okay? Which is the thing that people was getting upset about. Now, I don't really have a problem with the show, but you know, some people were saying that they making all the dark-skinned characters be angry. They the only ones who use the F word. They the only ones who, you know, always getting into it with people and stuff like that. The light-skinned people or the, you know, Latino people or whatever, they're like nice and they're the lovable characters and they're the ones we, you know, we root for. But I mean, I'm just one of them people that just be like, we all black at the end of the day. Even those Latin, they black too. We could get into this talk or whatever, but I ain't got time for all that, okay? So y'all go to somebody else's page to argue about light-skinned, dark-skinned people being on the show. That was the crux of the argument, just in case y'all wanted to know, okay? So she talked Electra off the ledge, and the battle begins, honey. So the category is Femme Queen. It was like Femme Queen something. So, baby, when they came down to the first one, I don't know what he was coming out with, that asymmetric cut. I don't know what the fuck was going on with him looking like a broke-ass Great Value. I'll be sure, okay? But he was coming down there with the raggedy. He looked like I would look at a ball, okay? Just raggedy and got talked about. Then Damon comes on down, honey. Damon had his little, you know, he had his shawl tied around his waist, and he was like, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said, yes, Damon. Damon gave it to us when he laid on the ground and was like, I said, you better do this for us. And when Miss Ricky came down the aisle, hey, Miss Ricky turned it out. Miss Ricky, honey, he gave you titty. He gave you, yes, he gave it to you. He gave you Femme Queen, like he served that night. But the judges ain't see it for him. He got all 10s and a 9. Damon got all 10s, but it was all love, all between them. You know, they hugged or whatever. After it was over, Damon comes to him and offers him the trophy, like, listen, you really did better than me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you deserve it. And they talked about the audition and him being ready for the audition and all of those things. And then he tells him, Damon is really good for Ricky because he kind of like balances them out. You know, he like, you need to stop drinking because you need to be clear so you can remember this moment. I thought that was a touching, you know, scene between the two of them. And we can tell that Ricky want his boo back, okay? Because now he hugged them again and he was like, listen, I understand, you know, I really like you or whatever, but like, you need to stand up on your own feet because Ricky likes to be with other people. If y'all haven't noticed that from the beginning of the show, he was a hoe. Then he fell in love with Damon. And so now he's don't have Damon. He was with Robe and now he want to be back with Damon. He hasn't learned how to be by himself and be stable and be okay with being by himself. Damon is telling him, right, you need to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. So if they leave and you know the callback is the next day. So we don't get to see the audition again, but we see them coming out of the audition for the callback. And there was one other guy at the first callback that was like really, really good. And he ended up getting it. These two guys did not get it, and they just kind of laughed about it like, damn, you know, we didn't get the part. And then the scout comes out, and she's like, hey, I just want to tell you guys y'all did a really good job. And that's how it goes at auditions, y'all. Like she said, you win some, you lose some. A lot of times when you go into audition, it's about what they're looking for and what you are. Sometimes it won't have anything to do with your acting, singing, dancing. They want a particular look. They want, you know, the man to look a certain way, the woman to look a certain way. And if you don't match that image, then you're not going to get the part. And I'm glad you're still here because I want to tell you about another audition. The Solid Gold Dancers. So they hype as hell. Damon is hype because he know what the Solid Gold show is. I don't know what no Solid Gold is. Was that a real show, y'all? Let me know in the comments because I ain't that old. They go to the interview with the guy. The guy is on some, I'm making this show for real cheap, so I can only pay y'all scale. Okay, you're going to have to be here all day dancing your ass off. And so then we got a montage of them doing all the countdown from the show, okay, all the countdown. So we got MC Hammer. They was giving you Janet Jackson. Baby, when I tell you they were serving choreography, I am not playing with you, honey. They was giving it to us in them gold outfits, and I was like, yes, we got the whole countdown, all damn 10 songs. Did y'all have to count down all 10 songs? But, okay, yes. Okay, I got it. So after the show is over, they go outside with the girl from the show, and, you know, they talking and everything. And after she leaves, Damon and him talk again, and he's basically like, you know, we need to stay focused, because they go to hug and they almost kiss. And Damon is like, listen, we need to keep this just professional. Like, we don't need to be, you know, crossing that line. And Ricky starts telling him, you know, I've changed. I'm a different person. I'm not like I used to be. All of these things, and, you know, we can start over. And Damon, in his innocence, like, Damon is so innocent, it's so sweet. You know what I mean? Like, it took Ricky back a little bit, because he was like, you like, we could be friends again? Like, he was sincere when he was like, we can be friends? And I think that threw Ricky off for a second, but after a second, he processed it like, you want this person in your life. You don't want them to be out of your life. He doesn't want to be with you right now because he got a goal in mind, and, you know, y'all getting into it and stuff, it's not going to work out, and you working together. So what he's saying makes sense, okay? Well, finally, Ricky is like, okay. And so they hug each other and they part ways, and it was just a really nice ending to the episode. I was like, this is nice. It was a real nice ending. So I thought it was a pretty good episode. Like I said, not much as far as plot development goes, but I see next week we're going to have the protest down to the nail salon. So that should be interesting, okay? So I want to hear what you guys thought about this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just so y'all know, a couple of days ago, I did a video shoot with TC Carson and LaToya London from American Idol. If y'all remember, she was on the same season with Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. We're all going to be in a play together in January. Yes, in January. We started rehearsal in December, so we're making a promotional video for it. I can't tell you anything about it until they put it out, but it was, whew, baby, if it's anything like Hollywood, we was there for 12 hours, and when I tell you I danced, honey, if I went to Africa right now, if I went to Nigeria right now, I could fit in, baby, because we was African. You hear me? We was breaking it down up, and I was sweating. I know I lost 2 or 3 pounds, and I'm old. Y'all, I was sore. I was so far I live. I also finished just watching this show called Top of the Lake. Same girl from the Handmaid's Tale. It was real weird, but it was super white. I mean, I just, you know, but get into it. It's pretty good story. It held me. I watched the whole first season, so I want to hear what y'all think about that, or have y'all seen that? So yeah, holler at me in the comments. All right, y'all have a blessed week. I will see you next week. Peace.